What is probate? I'm John McConnin. I'm an attorney and a realtor in California and licensed in both. And today I'm going to answer the question, what is probate? Just a quick background. It's right here. Here's the answer. I'm going to tell you where I got it from. I was going to write my own answer. Before I did that, I scoured the net to make sure the definition I wanted to provide was accurate. I saw a lot of good information. I would say that it wasn't surprising me, but the California Association of Realtors put out tremendously good information. So I'm gonna give you the answer now. What is probate? Because that's the purpose of this video. But then I'm going to tell you how to get more information. Because California, I'm going to give you a quick peek. Because California, they've gotten on me when I've had it on my website as a download for people. But the way I set it up, it was slightly accessible on a website, and they didn't like it at all. So I'm going to give you a quick peek here. It's the tremendous information. They have actually a few sets of these things. This answers a lot of questions. I'm going to show you how to get it. But I'm going to just answer what is probate right now and cover a few more questions. Then I'll tell you how to get the rest of the information. Probate is the court-supervised administration of a decedent's estate, a person who's died's estate. The procedure begins with the filing of a petition with the probate court for the probate, means the administration of it, of a decedent's will, or for letters of administration if there is no will. So if there's a will, they work with the laws according to the will, and if not, they'll work with the laws according to state statutes. The probate proceedings involve proving the will, appointing the personal representative. That's why maybe you're looking today, because I know how much work a personal representative is faced with, and they probably want to do a lot of information before they pay lawyers lots of money. They think they're worried, but probate attorneys work for statutory fees. I don't do probate law part of it. I do the real estate. I sell homes. I work with probate lawyers. I work with executors. I work with personal representatives. I can put you in touch with good probate lawyers. And in fact, if you call me first, I might, for the smaller states where you might not even be able to afford a probate attorney, I can give some of the real estate fees, maybe to the attorney. I certainly think I can work something out with the attorneys that have given me work before for you. So we can do a lot of work there. But really, this is just about information right now. Call me if you want to talk about that other stuff. I love talking about real estate, and I hope I can help because I understand it. When my dad passed away, it was a lot of work for an executor. So hopefully I'll make a series of videos that will make your jobs easier. So you can determine the decedent's estates, which are subject to probate, determining and paying the decedent's debts and taxes, and transferring title to the beneficiaries if there is a will, or to the heirs at law if there is no will. What property is subject to probate? That's an interesting definition. It's very interesting when you read it compared to all the other ones in the net, because it's probably the best. The probate proceeding generally is required only for property to which the decedent directly held title at his or her death, and not property which is indirectly held, property owned by contract or which passes by operation of law to another at the decedent's death. That's a pretty precise definition. We can go over other videos or talk over time. Well, here, this gives you more of a feel. The next question. The following property is not subject to probate administration. Properties held in trust. I found this one interesting. Property held as community property with the right of survivorship. This is interesting to realtors and people buying property, because this is the question that comes up all the time. How should a couple or two people take title to a property? Should they take it as a joint tenancy, and why? And luckily, as an attorney, I've always been able to answer these questions. But I also say, let's talk to title as well, because they have their own opinions, and we don't want to have a mix up of communication. But joint tenancy brings up problems for people sometimes, whereas for married people, whereas property held with the right of survivorship is probably the right way to take it in California. And part of the reason has to do with probate laws and things like what happens if people went down in a plane at the same time. You don't know who died first. And California's, it's such a big state. So many people have died. So many things have been litigated. Luckily, California, a lot of these questions are already answered. So anyway, in short, you can read this list. Or I think the wise thing to do is I'm going to provide this list over on another page. I'm going to put it behind what we call a lock. It's going to ask for your contact information. I will, until Card is unhappy with how I'm doing this, I will put the whole letter, cut and paste it right there. And I don't anticipate them being concerned. But if not, well, I'll tell you what, either way, I'm going to send you an email saying, hey, I've got more car handouts on the subject. If you're interested, just let me know. So you should be able to go right now. I'm going to put a link to the locked page right at the top and bottom of this. And then at my website, favoriterealestate.com. and on this page. And then you should get information. I'm easy to talk to. I'm not going to be pushing you because I understand the nature. Even if you're a regular seller, I'm not that pushy. I want people to work with me because they realize I can do a good job for them because I have information that they want, because I'm licensed to give them the information. There should be a lot of reasons there. And because I sold hundreds of properties, I know how to sell properties. And someone who's only sold 3 or 4, really, if nothing goes wrong, it's easy. It's brainless. If nothing goes wrong other than communicating, which some realtors don't do. But sometimes things happen. 25% of the time issues come up. That's why I think it's good to be with an attorney. But anyway, those were other videos. So just, I hope you can get the information you need on the net or through me as I provide this information. But if not, or if you got a property to sell and you want someone who understands your situation, and it's funny because realtors say, realtor training is don't negotiate your fees. The lawyers negotiate their fees. The doctors negotiate their fees. Heck yeah, I negotiate my fees. I want my clients to be happy. What happens when you go to your doctor and say, I don't have insurance that'll cover this or a big deductible? They negotiate their fees. Realtors can too. Let's talk about it. Give me a call or send me an email or fill out the form. FavoriteRealestate.com, John McConnin. Thanks.